When pure and passionate love collides with complex and cold-hearted calculations of interests, can true love break free from numerous shackles and shine the brightest in this cruel battle? Today, let's step into this dramatic Ms. Billionaire's love business together and uncover the complex truths hidden behind love and interests. The story begins in a bustling bar in the heart of a prosperous city. Evelyn, a powerful and decisive female president, is sitting at the bar, admiring the bartender Daniel's smooth and flowing bartending moves with great interest while dealing with a mountain of work documents. The threads of fate are quietly intertwined. An accident outside the bar throws Evelyn into the entanglement of a drunk. Just when she is alone, helpless, and anxious, Daniel appears by her side like a beam of light, staging a heroic rescue. With the help of alcohol, the emotions between the two quickly heat up and a romantic encounter that is almost like a dream unfolds. However, the next morning, when Evelyn wakes up from a hangover,
this card has $1 million. No pen. Take it.
About last night.
Look, I was blacked out. Just take this as a reward for keeping me safe.
I don't need compensation. I would like a ride to school, though.
School? You're still in school?
Evelyn was shocked. She never expected that Daniel was still a student. However, Evelyn still drove Daniel to school. In the car, in order to ease the awkwardness, Evelyn asked Daniel which school he attended.
Where do you go to school?
Nelson High School.
Ow! You're still in high school? Oh my god, I suck at high school. What? No. You're a minor! Oh my god, I'm gonna get arrested! What? Oh my god!
Nelson High School's neighboring college.
Oh thank god.
Fortunately, it was just a misunderstanding, so Evelyn dropped Daniel off at school. However, Evelyn's life wasn't solely about matters of the heart. The weight of the family rested on her shoulders, and the struggle for the inheritance of the Smith Group was intensifying. Evelyn's grandfather called, demanding that, for the future of the family business, she marry one of the Johnson brothers within a month to shore up the family's influence. In the face of this demand, Evelyn initially paid it little heed. In her view, marriage might merely be a business transaction.
Miss Smith, only the most radiant rose can match your beauty.
Miss Smith, my chisel will fulfill all of your destinies.
Of course, only a true gentleman actually knows how to woo a lady.
Yeah, well, a real man knows how to protect her.
Miss Smith, who's it gonna be?
Jimmy? Is Grandpa kidding me? Does he expect me to actually pick a husband out of this freak show of a family?
Well, I mean, you're still a third brother, right? So...
Hey, guys. I heard that there was a third brother. Where is he?
If you must know, he is unavailable.
Yeah, just forget about him.
Mr. Daniel Johnson is here.
What are you doing here?
It turned out that Daniel was the youngest son of the Johnson family. Without any hesitation, Evelyn proposed to Daniel on the spot. However, Daniel responded with a serious expression and a firm tone. Marriage is not a transaction that can be casually traded. I don't want to become a pawn in a game of interests. Evelyn didn't back down because of this rejection. Instead, she meticulously planned a grand and romantic proposal. On a sunny day at the university tennis court, she appeared before Daniel dressed in a snow-white wedding gown, holding a bouquet of vibrant roses, looking like a princess straight out of a fairy tale. This romantic gesture instantly ignited the entire campus, and everyone cheered and applauded. However, just as the atmosphere reached its peak, Lisa, one of Daniel's admirers, suddenly showed up.
Back off, psycho cougar. Oh, Daniel isn't interested.
Listen, hun. This is between him and I, okay? So can you just step aside?
Take a hint? Daniel isn't into grannies.
Well, he's definitely not into girls with no experience.
Daniel, wait. You.
Boss, you okay?
Newsflash, fossil. Daniel's off limits. Back off.
Ow.
At the critical moment, Daniel didn't hesitate to pick up the injured Evelyn. This embrace not only made Evelyn feel his concern but also advanced their relationship to a new stage. Eventually, Daniel was touched by Evelyn's persistence and sincerity and agreed to the proposal. Life after marriage wasn't as peaceful and wonderful as they had imagined. One day, when Daniel was copying materials in Evelyn's office, Lisa walked in. This scene happened to be seen by Evelyn, and a misunderstanding erupted instantly. Fortunately, after some patient explanations and communication, the misunderstanding was finally cleared up. However, an even greater crisis loomed. At a crucial bidding meeting for the company's development, Evelyn pinned all her hopes on Daniel, eager to secure that strategically significant piece of land. But no one could have expected that Daniel would give up the bid at the critical moment, causing Evelyn's bid to fail. It turned out that Jason had blackmailed Daniel with his mother's relics, forcing him to reveal the low bid price. Evelyn's trust, which had been so strong, instantly crumbled. Heartbroken, she tearfully questioned, "I trusted you without reservation and gave everything to you. Why did you betray me like this?" As a result, their relationship plummeted to rock bottom. After the breakup, in the face of Lisa's constant provocations, Evelyn showed no fear and directly got into a fight with her. Meanwhile, Daniel, in order to prove his innocence, searched everywhere for evidence. Finally, he uncovered a huge conspiracy hidden behind the scenes. The land of the Blackstone Group carried great risks. Paul had swapped the materials to frame Evelyn, and Eddie was also involved. Daniel presented these pieces of evidence to Will, successfully clearing his name and ensuring that Eddie received his due punishment. Just before Evelyn and Daniel's wedding, Jason brought shocking news. Daniel was the one responsible for the warehouse fire that had killed Evelyn's mother. Evelyn was struck like by lightning and suffered a panic attack. She was plunged into extreme pain and confusion. On his way to the wedding, Daniel was involved in a car accident and failed to show up at the wedding on time. At the wedding, Eddie and Jason produced forged videos, trying to confirm Daniel's guilt. Just when everyone believed Daniel was the culprit, he appeared at the scene, covered in blood, and struggled to tell the story of his car accident. Evelyn watched the video, her eyes filled with pain and doubt as she questioned Daniel. Daniel, however, claimed that he had lost part of his memory due to the car accident and had no recollection of what had happened back then. As the plot further developed, Daniel successfully restored the edited video in the study of the Johnson family and finally uncovered the truth about the fire that year. It was Eddie who, in order to fight for the inheritance, had locked Evelyn and her mother in the warehouse and set it on fire. Eddie still refused to give up and tried to oust Evelyn from the Smith Group by calling a shareholders meeting. At the critical moment, Daniel showed up in time and presented evidence of Eddie's embezzlement of public funds, successfully foiling Eddie's plot. After that, Evelyn was harassed again by Jason and Kevin in the bar. Once more, Daniel appeared in time like a knight to save the day. At the entrance of the bar, Daniel confessed the whole truth about the fire to Evelyn and sent her the restored video. After learning the truth, Evelyn was furious and decided to confront Eddie. Eddie, in a desperate attempt to seize the family property, drugged Will and tried to force him to sign a will. Evelyn arrived in time to confront Eddie. Just as the situation was reaching a boiling point, Daniel and Jimmy arrived. Daniel presented irrefutable evidence of Eddie's crimes, and Eddie was finally taken away by the police. In the end, Daniel, with his wisdom and hard work, successfully acquired all the shares of the Johnson family and regained everything that belonged to him. Although Evelyn was initially angry about Daniel's concealment, after his sincere apology and heartfelt confession, she chose to let go of all the past misunderstandings and hurts. Daniel said affectionately, "After going through so many ups and downs, I've truly realized that you are the most important person in my life. Please forgive me, okay?" With tears in her eyes, Evelyn nodded gently, "Okay. This time, we'll never be apart again." In the garden of Evelyn's villa, Daniel proposed to Evelyn again. Evelyn happily agreed, and the two kissed sweetly, starting a happy life together. This drama, through the love story of Evelyn and Daniel, profoundly shows the twists and turns and tenacity of love in the face of numerous tests of interests, conspiracies, and misunderstandings. It tells us that true love is never a smooth, sailing fairy tale. Only by experiencing the baptism of wind and rain, trusting each other, understanding one another, and learning to be tolerant can we walk through the many difficulties in life hand in hand. At the same time, when facing various temptations and challenges in life, we should stick to the kindness and justice in our hearts and never be blinded by interests. Just like Evelyn and Daniel, even if the road of love is full of thorns, as long as there is love in our hearts, we will surely reap our own happiness. I hope everyone can draw strength from this drama and bravely pursue their own love and happiness.